Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please recognize Representative Sneed to present the Veteran of the Week.
Representative Sneed, you are recognized to present the Veteran of the Week.
Members, today I have here Mr. Jason Todd. He is a World War II veteran. He was born in 1927 in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma. It makes him 96 years young today. Over the years, with his many accomplishments, I'll tell you just a couple of funny stories. But in 1945, when he was drafted, they said, you have the opportunity to go to the Navy or to the Army. And he said, well, send me to the Army because I can walk farther than I can swim. So from 1945 to 1951, he served in the Army. He served in World War II. He also served in the Korean War, helping train some of our troops to send them overseas to Korea. After that, he came back to Fort Gibson, Oklahoma, where he worked many years for the Muskogee County Civil Defense, which later became the Muskogee County Sheriff's Department. So another kind of story that he had to tell me just a little bit ago is he had borrowed his daughter's car and was chasing a suspect in her car. The OHP officer had radioed to him and said, how fast are you going? And he said, I don't know, it's pegged at 120. And the guy said, well, I'm doing 128 and I'm not gaining any ground. So as I'll leave you with that, we appreciate Mr. Todd, his service to our country and to our community of Fort Gibson. I would like to ask the speaker if the clerk could read the citation.
Clerk will read.
Whereas Sergeant Jason Todd, a cherished figure of our state, stands before us today at the remarkable age of 96. His presence shines as testament to an admirable life richly lived. Whereas the story of Sergeant Todd's journey began amidst the backdrop of crisis, when as a young man he answered the call to duty during the years of World War II. Drafted in 1945, he faced a pivotal choice that would shape the course of his life. With his charismatic humor and practicality, he opted for the Army over the Navy, explaining he could walk further than he could swim. This decision, made with a blend of wit and determination, set him on a path of service to his country and community. Whereas Sergeant Todd's service to the United States Army exemplifies the highest ideals, from his early days stationed in Naples, Italy as a corporal, overseeing German prisoners of war during World War II, to his later role as sergeant in Fort Lee, Virginia, training troops bound for Korea. Mr. Todd's dedication to his duty never wavered. His service played a critical role in defending our freedom. Whereas beyond his military service, Sergeant Todd's impact on his community at Fort Gibson and Muskogee County is immeasurable. His leadership and organization of emergency services such as the Fort Gibson Volunteer Fire Department and his contributions to vital infrastructure projects like the Fort Gibson Dam speak to his enduring legacy of service and stewardship. Whereas Sergeant Todd was a deputy sheriff for over 35 years and was a founding member of the Muskogee County Sheriff's Patrol, he finally and officially retired at the age of 82 from the Indian capital Votech, where he served as a bus driver and taught students diesel mechanics. Whereas the state of Oklahoma holds our veterans in highest esteem and appreciates the sacrifices and contributions they have made to preserve our freedoms and way of life. The Oklahoma House of Representatives takes great pride in honoring you as Veteran of the Week. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative Chris Sneed, and the Oklahoma House of Representatives extends to Sergeant Jason Todd sincerest recognition, thanks, and honor, and directs this citation be presented.